Are you still managing your properties in spreadsheets? Are you paying a high price for a rigid software? There's a better way. I use an AI app builder to help me build a custom property maintenance app, and it took me a day. Before building this property maintenance app, I spent some time researching, reading through Reddit threads, industry forums, and reviews of existing software. And the complaints were surprisingly consistent. Property managers were frustrated because maintenance requests were scattered across emails and systems. Technicians didn't have the information they needed when arriving on site. Tenants themselves were constantly chasing updates because they had little visibility into what was actually happening. And despite paying for a dedicated software, many teams were still relying on manual processes. So I wanted to see if I could build a property maintenance app that would specifically solve those problems. A platform where tenants can submit requests in seconds, field technicians can update jobs directly from their phones, office staff can see exactly what's happening across every request, and automated workflows keep everyone informed without endless phone calls and follow-ups. So that's exactly what I built. Hey there, I'm Alex Knowles from automationhelpers.com, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to build a custom property maintenance system. We'll look at how maintenance requests are submitted, how jobs are assigned to technicians, how field teams update work from their phones, and how tenants can stay informed throughout the entire process. We'll be looking at the dashboards, the UI, the automations, the notifications, and the workflows that make this system work for you. The reason I built this system is because so many property maintenance businesses find themselves trying to make their processes fit the software they've purchased. But when you're able to build a software around your processes, you can create something that's significantly simpler for your team, your contractors, and your tenants. So whether you're managing maintenance internally, you're part of a larger operating property management business, or you're just looking at the next way to solve problems with custom software, make sure you keep watching this video. Now, every maintenance workflow starts with what? A request. So let's look at that first. And it's actually a part that a lot of systems already begin to break, because a tenant would make a request either via a phone call, a message, an email, and a property manager is meant to remember to write that down or escalate it and then update their management system. Well, a lot of the times they forget, or there's miscommunication and things fall through the cracks. So the first thing we built here was a simple tenant request workflow, a form. It's pretty simple. The idea isn't to ask tenants to download a complicated app, because no tenant will do that, let's be honest. They just want to be able to report an issue and then feel comfortable that someone's going to look after that issue for them. So in this system, a tenant will submit a maintenance request through a simple form. We will tell them that you cannot submit it through a phone call and you cannot submit it through a message. If your tenants are stubborn and they must do it, well, you have the form that will be your single source of truth for inserting, inputting, and maintaining requests. So here we can see they choose the property or unit and boom, awesome. Automatically, so many more of the details, the inputs are populated on their behalf. So that saves them time, and that saves you having to follow up on details that were missing. So they select the issue category after that, and they describe what's happening. They can upload photos or videos if need be, and then they submit it. That request takes them seconds. And I'm sure if you relay to them, hey, if you submit the maintenance request through this form, we'll get back to you much quicker, then they will. From here, the request automatically enters the system. And this is one ecosystem that we've got for this operating. It's been built with a platform called Zite. Zite is a powerful AI app builder because not only can we build custom software tailored to our unique business needs, but we can also house our data using Zite databases. So here we can see our database. And the power here is that we've actually got a relational database at the back end of our system. We can have our tenants connected to our properties connected to our requests, and our requests connected to our technicians. So once the request has been submitted and it lands inside here, we'll now see it in our admin portal. Now we've got two admin portals. We've got one control center for the office team. And once we click into here, we'll notice that I've actually built out a really cool guided experience. So if you are building a custom software for a business or for your business, not only can you build out the software to make life easier, but you can actually include a guided experience so they can adopt the software far quicker. But enough of that, let's look at how the admin, the office team will actually interact with this. So from here, the team can see incoming requests, open work orders, properties, clients, contractors, documents, communication history, everything is in here. And the purpose of this is so that your team isn't jumping between inboxes, spreadsheets, messages, other tools that you're paying for. It's all consolidated in one ecosystem, one system. So let's say that the tenant submits a request about a leaking sink. That request, it appears in this dashboard. The office team can review the details, it can check the property, look at the photos, set priority, escalate, and decide whether it needs to be assigned to an internal technician or they can outsource to an external contractor. This is also where the workflow becomes much easier to manage because instead of just having a random list of tasks, we can use statuses or stages to track the request properly. Let's say the request is received, it's awaiting review, then it's been approved, which then assigns it to a technician or a worker. After that, it gets scheduled for a particular time slot that suits that calendar of that technician. Then once it's in progress, we get to see that. Perhaps we need to await parts. Well, we can also track that from this same dashboard. Then once it gets completed, we have an automated workflow that has it invoiced, and then we can see here our closed requests. So now the office team can see exactly where a request sits. We've got a proper pipeline. And because the system is structured around statuses, we can start automating what happens at each stage or at each status. And this is where your system becomes much more powerful than that of a spreadsheet. Throughout the entire process, throughout each status, we have an automated layer that sends notifications to update the people that need to know. A tenant has made a request. Well, we've assigned a technician to them, and that technician is scheduled to come in on a Thursday at 4 p.m. Rather than the tenant reaching out and asking for an update, they receive that update automatically. Now, another pain point that we need to take a look at is around technicians, those boots on the ground that don't have enough context or information about their job. A technician arrives on site, but they don't have the full picture. They might not have the notes. They might not have any photos. They might not have the property history. They might need to call the office just to understand what they're actually there to fix. So inside the admin portal, we can assign the request to the technician or contractor. And once assigned, that job appears in the Field Technician app, which we saw. If we jump back, we've got the Field Technician app. And again, as you can see, I've set up this really cool guided experience. So even if one of your technicians isn't the most tech savvy, they understand how they can use this simple and clean UI. And here we have the mobile experience for the technician. So instead of them calling the office or relying on paperwork, the technician can open that app here and see their assigned work. But because each job gives them the information they need to complete the repair, they can also update the status when they're on their way, mark the job as currently in progress, upload before photos, add notes, record parts or materials used, and upload the after photos, then mark the job as completed. And this is important because a lot of maintenance delays aren't caused by the repair itself. They're caused by missing updates. A technician forgot to log particular notes, or maybe parts were missing and nobody found out until the technician was back in the office. With this app, the updates happen at the source. The person doing the work updates the job from their phone. That update flows back into the admin portal, and from there, as you guessed it, the system notifies the right people: the tenant, the admins, the technician. And this is one of the most important parts of the build because we've got a clean app that motivates the technician to actually update the progress. From the tenant's perspective, the worst part of property maintenance is silence, miscommunication. They submit the request, they wait, they don't know if anyone has seen it, they don't know if someone has been assigned, they don't know if the work has been scheduled, so they follow up. Then the office loses time because they have to respond to the tenant. And if the tenant doesn't have visibility, well, it's more than likely that the office doesn't have visibility. So now one of your office team members has to follow up with the technician asking at what stage the repair is at. So we bypass that with a friendly, easy to use UI, one that allows a technician to update the progress before, during, and after a job, and automations in the back end to automatically notify everyone so that we don't need to chase updates or see where a job is currently sitting. Another feature that must be built into your system is a communication layer, because one of the biggest visibility issues in property maintenance is not knowing what happened, why it happened, and when. So for every request, we need a detailed timeline. Now, if someone in the office opens up a particular request, they don't have to ask 5 people to understand where things are at. I've left a link in the description of this video where you can learn more about prompting and using Zite to build your custom software. But now let's look at behind the scenes at the automations. In Zite, that's our workflows. And this is where the app becomes more than just a database or a front layer. The goal here is not just to store information, the goal is to actually move work forward. And if we can do that automatically, well, that's a huge win. So, for example, when the tenant submits a request, we've got our system set up so that a new maintenance request is created, which generates a request ID. It links to the right property. It stores the uploaded images. It sets the initial status. It notifies the office, anyone that needs to know, and it sends a confirmation email or message to the tenant, letting us know that we have received their request. Then, once a request has been approved, the system will create a work order, assign a technician or a contractor, and we have set that up on a round robin. So we automate who receives which request. It sets the due date, it updates the status, and you guessed it, it notifies the relevant people. Now, your system is working proactively to help you unblock the bottlenecks before they become an issue. Now, everything that we've seen here is a solution for the pain points of property maintenance and property management, but we can take this a step further. Let's move into reporting and visibility, because this is another area where a lot of property maintenance teams struggle. Now, it's one thing to know where a request exists, but it's another thing to understand what's happening across the entire operation. Now, over here, we get visibility on this. We can see how many requests are open, how many are overdue, which jobs are in progress, which properties are generating the most issues, which contractors are completing work quickly, which requests are waiting on pass, that's a good one, and which technicians are overloaded, so you can better allocate your resources and your workers. Now, if you're managing your property maintenance through spreadsheets, emails, and manually, it's so hard to bring those issues or that visibility front and center. You'll be asking 5 people. You'll be digging through email threads. You'll be looking into multiple spreadsheets. Here, we've got a structured system that allows us to bring that information front and center. Now, the bigger point here is that this doesn't just rely to property management or property maintenance. Once you understand your business's workflow, you can build internal tools around almost any operational process. For example, let's say this property maintenance team also needs an inventory management app. They need to track parts, tools, materials, stock levels, reorder points, supplier details, and which technician has which equipment. So instead of going out and buying another generic platform, we can use Zite to start building that app as well. And we could type something like build an inventory management app for property maintenance teams, include parts, suppliers, stock levels, assign technicians, reorder alerts, purchase requests, and reporting dashboards. And from there, we're able to build a solid platform, a solid structure. Here we can see the app that was generated. From there, we have the ability to jump into our editor, iterate, and improve the build. But we can also connect that inventory management system to our property maintenance system. Then we have data and a connection flowing both ways. From there, we adjust the fields, we change the workflows, and shape it around the way the business actually operates. And that's the exciting era we're entering. You're no longer limited to one rigid platform. You can start building the internal systems your business actually needs. So that's the property maintenance app I built using Zite. It took me less than a day, and the purpose of this wasn't just to build another tracker, it was to see how well Zite could build a system that solved problems I saw coming up again and again. From there, you have the ability to connect your Zite, your apps, your systems to the rest of your tools and software. I've left a link in the description below showing what supported tools can connect with Zite. So go ahead today and start building software around your workflows.